Hello, folks. It's Kevin Bushwick with Action Light Radio as your host with co-host
Julie Price.
And we are here live at the West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show.
Dana has the children ready to do the live drawing for the gun, so I'm going to turn the camera around.
Okay, are we back on there?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold up 1 second.
Ready? Just want to do it.
Hold on one second.
Wait. We're making sure we're live.
Make sure that we're live.
Is anybody watching?
Folks, if anybody's watching live,
Somebody commented something.
please comment on the chat to make sure that we're live, because we are going to do a drawing for the rifle here at the West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show. So can you hear us, and are we currently live broadcasting?
Oh, that was from before.
Looks like someone has tuned in, so we're going to now draw live for the what is it?
It's a Ruger American 6.5 millimeter Grendel.
6-point Ruger American 6.5 millimeter Grendel. So all the tickets have been sold, and we're going to draw live now. And this fellow out here is going to help us do that drawing.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Just draw one. He's down in there really far. That is so awesome. Let me see it. Here we go.
All right.
And the winner is Thomas Bailey.
Thomas Bailey.
Yeah, here you go.
Let's see.
All right, thank you.
Thomas Bailey, you are the winner of the Ruger 6.5 Grendel with West Virginia Bass Nation Youth Drawing.
So let me ask you this. Hey, how did they get that if he's not here?
Well, we have his contact information on here, which I'm not going to put out to the
Of
world.
course.
So we have the name, and Youth Director Dana Brown will be in touch with you regarding the
He's coming to call you.
winning
Thank you, Dana.
of the draw. So
All right.
cool.
Now, for this hour, we have Marty McClanahan, a West Virginia fisherman, lined up. He is going to come and sit in the hot seat for a little bit and have a chat with Kevin. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Hang tight. He's right there. He knows. Entertain folks while I'm getting him.
All right. I'm going to be entertaining. You're not going to see me do very much stuff. No stand-up comedy.
I gotta put headphones on too.
You can adjust the camera however you want. You're live.
All right. Joining us now is Marty McClanahan, Vice President of West Virginia Bass Nation. Marty, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. So Marty was just elected by the board to fill an opening for the Vice President of West Virginia Bass Nation. So Marty, how's that going? And you got to be a little closer to the mic.
It's interesting. It's a new experience. I haven't done that in the West Virginia. It seems to be a lot different than I expected. That'll be involved in looking forward to seeing what we can do.
Marty recently was the champion of the qualifier at East Lynn this past year.
That was a very good day.
Yeah, that was a good one. And you had big bass that day.
Yeah, first fish I caught.
First fish you caught. So is it a secret how you caught him that day?
No.
Okay, share it. Spill it.
Throw the chatterbait.
A chatterbait. See, the word was spinnerbait, but that was a little off, wasn't it? It's a chatterbait.
Every fish I know is on the chatterbait.
And look at that. See? There you go. And they were nice ones. You had a nice bag. I think you broke Julie's heart a little bit because she finished second, I think, to you. And
Yeah, I think she had the bigger fish right behind mine too.
yeah, I think so. She was second all the way around.
Yeah, she still got still.
Oh yeah, it was still a good day. And she was never going to take a boater slot anyway for the, at that time for the championship. So.
Everything went downhill after that.
Oh yeah. So you've got a new motor now. Marty and I think we might have the same. Do you have a 521 or is it a 520? Yours is a 520, mine's a 521. We got our boats pretty close to the same time, I think. Was it a little bit? Okay, mine's a 16, 17, but same. Yeah, they look exactly the same, made the same. I actually love that boat, to be honest. I keep talking about trading every once in a while, but then I think, man, I just really like the way it's laid out. I like everything about it.
Yeah, I was real close to trying to trade, man.
Yeah, that's the thing is, it's been such a good boat that I'm afraid that if I upgraded, I would end up really be downgrading,
Yeah, I would hate to go like this.
Yes, it is. So you went, let's see, you fished the regional last year at where? James River, that's right. So, yeah, wasn't that fun? That was fun.
He knows what he's driving.
Had you fished tidal water before? Me either. And that was different.
Yeah, that one I broke his road.
Oh, yeah.
We got to make the same.
Yeah, that's easy to do. Easy to do down there.
That was a good trip.
Yeah.
That was 21st. Didn't get the fish started.
Yeah, you were so close for that third day. It was good. And
if they had the format last year, like they
yeah, that's true. And the let's see, I was thinking about. Did you guys see any of those crabs down there? Little blue crabs that were floating along. That freaked me out. Yeah, just like glide.
It's like, is that dying? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it was weird to look at. Like they they're staring up at you with their little beady eyes, but it was neat. I mean, you always see these crabs for sale, right? Like bad for fishing, and you think, who fishes with those? And then you see those things going by, and you think, well, hell, that's probably why. But yeah, that was a great place to fish, and you're fishing Cherokee this year. Yeah, so that'll be a good time, I think.
I'll try the same thing.
Yeah. So you hadn't fished anything big like that as a co-angler, had you?
Down at the James.
Yeah.
And when I went to Oklahoma.
Yeah. So Julie fished as a co-angler, of course, and all those things. But having been a boater and fish out of the front of the boat, how was it like for you to move to the back of the boat in a tournament of that size?
It's hard to not cast where you're used to casting. I guess there's no actual written rules. There's just some unwritten ethical type things, I guess. And you try not to. You don't want to cast over your boat or different things like when you fish a team tournament. So it's a little bit of an adjustment, but you kind of. I don't want to say I stepped on anybody's toes, but you kind of got to fish aggressive also, because you're there for the same reason they are. You want to put your baits where you think there's fish at.
Yeah, you want to be respectful, but you also don't necessarily want to be
just ain't out there
a pushover. Yeah, yeah.
There's a fine line.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing is, just, staying behind that console, from the console back is really kind of the big thing. And from there, I always think it's kind of, free game as far as, the way that goes. Now, the only time I really, just really didn't fish much was when I had a guy from Florida that was bed fishing. And I didn't know much about bed fishing. He was fishing Santee Cooper, which I really enjoy fishing. And he was one of the, he's a well-known bed fisherman from Florida. And I thought, I can probably learn more by just like watching him and talking to him and just, and I just gave him, basically I said, listen, from, I'm going to take the back, basically, edge to edge of the boat and the motor. I said, so anything you are doing, the only thing I really would like is, to kind of walk me through how it's going. And he was great. I mean, it turned out to be a really great experience. I learned a lot about bed fishing from him, and he actually sent me just a whole great big bag of lures from a Florida company, soft plastics, for being so, a lot of what he was using to, he was like, that was,
pretty localized.
Yeah, and it was pretty, he was appreciative. It was pretty cool. So, I learned a lot, and it was really interesting.
And it is, you can learn a lot by sitting in the bike, and it's like I could spend $200 fishing camp. We can go to that fish for somebody. You can learn a lot real fast if you pay attention.
Yeah, the first pro I drew a fish Toyota series for a couple of years as a co-angler. And the very first professional angler I drew was Ron Nelson, who's now the Bass Pro Tour. And to this day, best fisherman I've ever been in the boat with. And I've been in, the boat with some sticks. I mean, really, and absolutely unreal. I was amazed, just because we went, basically in the middle of the day, he pulled the plug on what he was doing. We took a 45-minute boat ride in just some really rough water, the second roughest water I've been on other than Erie. And then, he caught fish in a place that he hadn't caught, he just abandoned everything and just, to make that decision, it takes guts. And I thought, I would have never made this decision, but he made it without even thinking about it. So, so he goes down there, we have like an hour and a half to fish versus, staying and having 4 or longer. And it worked out for him. And I learned a lot about, decisions are everything when you're fishing like that.
Well, I think as you fish and you get accustomed to it, they trust you good. And sometimes it may seem not the smartest thing to do, but if you feel that strong, I think you got to work.
Yeah, and he is, and at the end of the day, he's a really great guy. So I really like that. And you meet a lot of, people don't realize a lot of the guys you meet are really good folks. And, you stay in touch and stay friends with them for a long time. So it's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people out there.
He said he knew you.
Spend the day on the boat.
Yeah, I still talk to the guy that was my co-angler at the James. We still talk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's actually gonna be at Cherokee. So I look forward to catching up with him and seeing him.
Reach out to either of my guys. I figured the one.
Yeah, it's
But what was on there? It's not a joke. That guy they're serious. So they're just out there walking around with people.
oh yeah, just because and it's a fairly low entry fee for what you get on the back end, right? I mean, as far as the value of getting a chance to go to the national championship is worth it in and of itself, and then there's some money on the other end of that too. So it's not
the national championship, when I was rookie, I wasn't so down. When we got out there, it's over-counted. pretty sweet. It was impressive. You know, you got 50 boats. The way they run the tournament, the last way in, it's pretty impressive. And a $200 entry fee, and you can
It is. And, that national championship, I didn't get to fish it, but Julie was there, of course. But you get goosebumps. You know, I mean, it's if you've been doing it as long as you have and as I have, it takes a lot to really get that,
it's
real, like it's almost like the first time doing it again.
I mean, once you do it, every time you go to blast off, it's always fun. Out there, with this, we don't have the James and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is it's nice.
Yeah, the James, I was fishing in the Chickahominy River, which, several people were. And someone had told me one time not to go to the blast off and then travel to the chick. Like they said, just don't do it. They said the best thing to do is just wait and do that the first day and follow everybody. Because they said if you do it, you might just freak yourself out of doing it because it's so, it's so long. It's a long ride, and there's a lot of stuff that you can hit. A lot of sandbars.
Yeah, that river's twice as wide as the Ohio River, and you get out there, maybe even bigger. Out in the middle, it's a sandbar.
Yeah.
It's water forever, but there's bottom right there.
Yeah.
It goes up the sand.
That's the other thing. You have to really pay attention. It's not like the Ohio that if that's 4 feet, it's going to be 4 feet. It could be 4 feet, and it could be 6 inches.
Yeah.
And
High water's different.
It is.
But we wasn't in the
Right.
Salt water in it. It was just fresh water.
Yeah. It was.
My first morning we ran to the ship. It's a ways from that boat.
It is. It really is. And it feels a lot longer coming back. Going down, it didn't seem that long. Coming back, I thought, am I going the wrong way? What have I done? I guess I don't see the ocean, so I must be going in the right direction. But.
And that's another thing with those fish. It's like around here, a lot of people do different things, but not to the extent of those big tournaments with that many people. But, I mean, I drove first day out of Galvin all the way to the chick and went fish down there and up lights and trees and stuff. And then the second guy, we probably went a mile away from the boat.
Yeah.
And he was bed fishing. The other guy, we didn't have any bed fishing stuff. And it was, we just went fishing.
Yeah.
And I mean, out of another 150, 200 people, it's hard to tell how many different things people was doing that they was catching.
Yeah, it's really neat. And if you're a young angler, I think, or even older, if you want to learn something, jump in one of those $200 co-angler tournaments, and there's no cheaper education in bass fishing because you can learn a ton.
Well, I mean, like me, I just enjoyed everything that last year we talked right with the fish coach side again. We go down, we room together, we spend the weekend in the boat, we drive down and back together. Lyle and I enjoy talking, so we's kind of mad when we get where we're going. But we had a good time. I guess we're going to stay this year. We're going to have you and Julie with us, and
yeah,
I'm sure we'll have a lot of good times down there.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be
a nice place.
Yeah,
we're all set. We're just waiting on the time, waiting on the spring thaw at this point.
Can't wait for that to happen. And anyone that does a lot of tournament fishing outside of where you are, even inside the state, the thing everybody was most excited about was the size of the parking lot to park the boat because if you have Airbnbs for fishermen, man, you make the parking good, and the rest of it.
Well,
if there's a bed and a place to sleep and a place to eat, you're good.
It's so, anywhere you go that's fishing area, even if you get a boat there, it's $100 a night. They say, we got boats back there, just back your boat anywhere, plug your batteries in. So West Virginia don't have that much. So
No.
It's very pleasant when you go somewhere out of state and say, wow, these people
Yeah, they really cater to the fishing.
Yeah, they know who's better.
Yes, they do. A lot of the hotels down south, anywhere near the lakes, they have just outlets everywhere. Not even on the poles, but on just built up to plug boats in. It's a different world.
It's a lot different. What makes it much more enjoyable because you ain't worried about somebody fussing at you when you go through a bunch while you're asleep or something. Everybody's there for the second rest.
Yeah, that's true. It does make it nice. So anything else that you have on your mind that you'd like to talk about, Marty? So the vice president, you're kind of lucky, right? Because you don't have to make the presidential decisions, and you don't have to do all that other. You just have to kind of be there. Except, what I will say is, you have spearheaded the tournament committee. Lyle put you kind of as chair of that, and you kind of assembled that group of folks together, and that's going really well.
Lyle was really handling that wanting to do something like that. The people involved and get opinions, and I kind of went heads back and forth and picked some people that we thought different ages, different levels of experience, and we think to really put some positive input and ideas in what's going on, and it has done exactly what we wanted, maybe even a little better. I think it's the initial call we had and the conversations we had with those guys and the way we went and presented stuff to the board. I think it was a pretty successful thing that we put together. So.
Yeah, directly related to the raise in tournament entry fees and some other changes that have been made. So it's been great. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking to those guys. And anytime you can make a change that is hopefully going to be a change for the better, it's never a bad thing.
Right. And nothing's set in stone. If it don't work, you can always go in a different direction. But
right.
If when you get angler input and guys wanting to participate and be involved, they're probably not the only person that has these ideas, these questions. So I'm really excited how it's going.
Yeah, me too. So anyone out there, if you're interested, also come sign up. We're at the West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show live right now. We're going to be here till about another hour and a half, probably, as far as I'm going to be here, because it looks like a big storm is moving in. So we're going to, unfortunately, have to deal with that for the next few days. But
yeah, we weren't looking forward to that.
Yeah, so it's going to end us a day early, basically, I think. But, yeah, but everybody stay safe, stay warm, and you got an hour and a half or so to come down to the Hunting and Fishing Show, sign up for the Invitational Series, the Team Trail Series, and come fish with West Virginia Bass Nation.
I see a lot of action going on over there with the kayak guys and people stopping by checking stuff out.
Yeah, it's been good.
Get some new members, some people interested in participating.
It is. They can buy some raffle tickets. Dana, now that he's sold his gun for the youth, he can work on selling that Lowrance unit that we have sitting there to raffle off. So anybody that wants to buy a ticket, Zeffy.com, and follow look back through the Facebook page, and we'll update that again here shortly with the raffle information, so we can get that unit sold and raffled off. So
making a statement.
Yeah, she is. All right. Well, Marty, thanks a bunch for stopping by and letting us chat a little bit. And we'll be back live at 2:00 with probably our last guest at that point.
I don't know.
Maybe.
They moved the snow back.
Oh, they moved the snow back. We may be here a little longer. Nice. I hope that snow stays away forever. So, me too. It can go north where it belongs, or east, or anywhere but here. So, all right. Well, Marty, thanks a bunch, and we'll be in touch later in the season, I'm sure, to see how the things are going with the Anglers Committee and all that. So, we appreciate it.
We're going live from Cherokee.
Oh, and we are going to go live from Cherokee. So, we'll see you. Thanks, Marty.
Did you log off?
Nope.
Right. I was over there talking about butterflies and turtles.
Truly could not be in a better spot across from the agricultural folks. Is that where you're
No,
at?
I was actually in the Bass Nation booth.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, anything.
So we hope you guys are enjoying the podcast this weekend. We like the feedback we've been receiving. It's been positive, and yeah, I hope people are being serious, aren't just telling us that. We're very excited about this podcast. It's still fledgling and new, and we're figuring it out as we go. But I don't know. We think it's going to be great. We're learning. I don't know.
Yeah, step by step. So you may see us at the Ferguson's Great Outdoors next weekend.
That's the plan. We were invited, and who are we to say no to an invitation like that?
Yeah. So, all right, folks, we'll be back at the top of the hour with another guest. I'm not sure who that's going to be. We'll try to find somebody.
We will find somebody.
We will. All right, stay tuned, folks. We'll see you at 2:00. Play the music.
I like that music. It's growing on me a lot.
Is it? Yeah, good stuff. All right, folks, we'll see you at the top of the hour.